All right, everyone get ready because today we're going deep on this
Oh, yeah.
mystery that's been hidden for billions of years
Hmm.
right here on the moon.
Wow.
We've got this new article
Oh my
about the Chang'e 6 mission and what it found, and it's kind of shaking things up in the science world.
It really is. I mean, it's changing everything.
Yeah.
We always think about the moon
Right.
as this like silent, quiet neighbor, but this mission
Right.
landed on the far side,
Oh, wow.
a place we'd never really looked at before.
Wow.
And it turns out it's so much more dynamic than we thought.
Oh, that's so cool. So what did they find?
Like, what's got everybody so excited?
Yeah, what's got everyone buzzing over there on the dark side of the moon?
These rock samples,
Okay.
basalt actually,
Uh,
and they're like time capsules,
oh, cool.
holding secrets about the moon's magnetic field,
Okay.
specifically about the Lunar Dynamo.
Okay, wait, back up. Lunar Dynamo, what is that?
It sounds crazy, right?
It does sound intense.
It's basically the engine that powered the magnetic field around the moon
Okay.
billions of years ago.
So like the Earth has today.
Exactly, like the one that shields us
Right.
from all the harmful radiation from the sun.
Oh, wow, that's so cool. So the moon had its own force field,
It did.
but I thought that was long gone.
It is,
Yeah.
mostly. But the question has always been how and why.
Okay.
Like, how did it disappear? Why?
Yeah.
And that's where these basalt samples
Okay.
from Chang'e 6 are so important. They're like giving us these clues that are rewriting
Cool.
the timeline of the moon's magnetic past.
What are these rocks telling us?
Well, they're showing us a huge plot twist.
Hmm.
Scientists have been working on this for a long time,
Right.
piecing together the history of the moon's magnetic field.
Yeah.
And we always thought the lunar dynamo faded away
Okay.
gradually. But these rocks are showing something different.
Uh-oh.
Around 2.8 billion years ago,
Yeah.
the field actually got stronger again.
What?
Yeah, it was like a
Yeah, okay.
resurgence.
A resurgence. So it was like gaining power again.
Exactly, like this burst of energy
Wow.
way later in the moon's life than we thought.
Okay.
And it wasn't just a small change.
Right.
Measurements show field strengths ranging from 5 to 21 microteslas.
Okay.
That's pretty huge. The Earth's magnetic field today
Yeah.
is about 50 microteslas.
Wow, that is a big jump. What could explain that?
Why this sudden surge?
Yeah, like so late in the game.
That's the big question. Researchers are looking at a few possibilities,
Okay.
and each one points to a more active lunar interior than we thought.
Okay.
The first one is something called a magma ocean.
A magma ocean. Okay, what is that? It sounds pretty intense.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Imagine vast, molten seas of rock
Oh, wow.
underneath the moon's surface.
Oh.
And as this magma ocean cooled and solidified,
Okay.
it could have created powerful electric currents,
Right.
which in turn may have boosted the magnetic field.
So the moon kind of had a meltdown.
Yeah.
And messed with its magnetic field. I can see how that would make things interesting.
Right.
What other theories are there?
Another possibility
Yeah.
is precessional forces.
Okay.
Think about a spinning top.
Okay.
As it slows down, it starts to wobble.
Right.
Now imagine the moon doing the same thing
Okay.
billions of years ago.
Gotcha.
That wobbling could have churned up the molten core
Okay.
and contributed to that resurgence in the magnetic field.
So we've got the magma ocean and the wobbling moon.
Yeah.
Any other contenders in this mystery of the lunar dynamo resurgence?
Absolutely.
Okay.
This one might be the most interesting.
Okay.
It's called core crystallization.
Okay.
Basically, as the moon's molten iron core
Right.
solidified over time,
Yeah.
it would release heat and lighter elements,
Okay.
which stirred things up and might have affected the magnetic field.
Okay, so we've got these three possible explanations.
Yeah.
Magma ocean, precessional forces,
Right.
and core crystallization.
Right.
These all paint a pretty wild picture
They do.
of what was going on inside the moon billions of years ago.
It really changes how we think about the moon.
Yeah.
It's not this static, unchanging body.
Right.
And that changes our understanding of lunar evolution,
All right.
potential resources,
Okay.
and maybe even the search for signs of past life.
Hold on. Past life. How does a magnetic field tie into life on the moon?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
It goes back to how magnetic fields protect things.
Okay.
The moon doesn't have a global magnetic field today.
Right. Unlike Earth.
Exactly.
Right.
So its surface is constantly being hit by radiation from the sun,
Okay.
making it pretty hard to live there.
Right. So the magnetic field acts like a shield.
Exactly.
How does that relate to the possibility of life billions of years ago?
If the moon had a stronger magnetic field for longer,
Okay.
It could have held on to an atmosphere longer.
Okay.
And an atmosphere is one of the keys for life,
Right.
as we know it.
So this discovery makes the moon a more interesting place to look for past life.
It definitely adds another piece to the puzzle.
Wow.
And that leads us to future lunar missions.
Okay.
Resources like water ice are really important.
Right, for lunar bases.
Yeah. And this discovery could change where we look for them.
So instead of just focusing on those shadowed craters at the poles,
Yeah.
this resurgence means there could be other places, potentially more accessible places where these resources were protected.
Exactly. If the magnetic field protected things from the sun,
Okay.
we might find resources in places we didn't think of before.
This is making me rethink everything I thought I knew about the moon.
It's pretty cool.
It's not just a dead rock.
It's so much more.
It's a place with this dynamic past
Absolutely.
and maybe clues about the early solar system.
Right.
And you mentioned the search for past life, which is just incredible.
There's a paradigm shift in how we see the moon.
Yeah.
And as we look closer at the data from Chang'e 6
Right.
and future missions,
Yeah.
who knows what other secrets we'll find.
We've been talking about this new research on the moon's magnetic field,
Yeah.
and it's making me think about how crazy the early solar system must have been.
It was wild.
All those planets forming
Oh, yeah.
and asteroids crashing,
Intense.
radiation everywhere.
Everywhere.
A magnetic field like the moon had for longer than we thought.
Much longer, yeah.
It would have been so important back then.
It would have been crucial.
So it was like a shield protecting the moon from all that chaos.
Protecting it from the solar wind.
Right, from getting its atmosphere stripped away.
Yeah. A magnetic field can really make a difference.
So a stronger, longer-lasting field
Right.
means a better chance of holding on to an atmosphere.
Exactly.
And we talked about how important that is for life.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Absolutely.
like another clue
It is.
in the moon's history.
Another piece of the puzzle.
And maybe even the history of life in the solar system.
Potentially.
Yeah.
It's fascinating.
It's amazing to think about how something like a magnetic field could have such a big impact
Huge impact.
on a planet or moon's evolution.
Absolutely. And that's what makes science so exciting.
Yeah.
Every new discovery changes things.
Right.
What we think is true today
Yeah.
could be totally different tomorrow.
Totally.
And the moon, especially the Farside.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah.
It's like a treasure chest of potential discoveries.
It really is.
It makes you wonder what else is out there.
Oh, yeah. So much we don't know.
And it shows how important missions like Chang'e 6 are.
They're so important.
Bringing back this data
Absolutely.
that changes everything we thought we knew.
It challenges our assumptions, for sure.
Well, there you have it, listeners.
That's it.
Our deep dive into the moon's magnetic field.
It's been a journey.
We've uncovered a hidden history of magnetic strength.
And a lot more powerful than we thought.
And we explored the possibility
Yeah.
of a more hospitable lunar past.
It's amazing to think about.
And maybe even glimpsed the potential for future discoveries.
Oh, yeah.
That could rewrite our understanding of the solar system.
Absolutely.
And the origins of life itself.
Who knows what other secrets the moon is holding?
It's exciting to think about.
It is. Keep those minds curious.
If you want to learn more about this research, check out the full article.
We'll put the details in the show notes.
And the next time you look up at the moon,
Yeah.
think about all the mysteries.
All those secrets.
And wonder.
Waiting to be discovered.
That brings us to the end of this lunar deep dive.
It's been a pleasure.
Until next time.
Keep exploring.
Keep questioning.
And keep looking up.